Racing Thoughts by Ambion. Longing is not a measurement of length. Friendship has no peer-reviewed index. Research never touched love but with forceps. This inconclusive study leaves me weak. Then a wanton heart autonomous will flex, and to the brain a sweeter cider slip, and slip another still till I am slipping. Over racing thoughts I'm tripping, tangled hooves and wings, a spider's web of strings, intonations, connotations. It makes no sense, that rationale will all but flee when Rainbow Dash looks straight at me. Spring is calm, but I am a coiled spring. Flowers have no fear of lovers' sting. Flowers cannot move, or dance, or sing, or stammer, falter in themselves disgrace. I, of course, could fall flat on my face. Perhaps flowers have the better way, and waiting on the ground, hoping that eventually they're found. Twilight sparkle, be not proud, but silence is so very loud. I could think of love, longing and lust, till I, diminished, dead, am dust. Still it would be as hard, bound in a cask, a basket case, disgrace of lusting for a friend. The straight line with duress can bend, or gravity its slingshot send a Pegasus through my window, when all she has to do is ask. Desire is no antonym to fear. Though wrong, it seems to dread what I hold dear. I cannot make a stormy day turn clear. These winds instead command that I would fly without the means to hold a course, while thoughts and feelings reenact inside phenomena from which I'd rather hide. And tethered in unspoken words, my wings are bound, still thinking of the Pegasus I fear to love. I feel tied and caught. For all my words this tongue is stuck by pins and needles to the wall. Oh, pin me to the wall. I want to fly, but fear the fall. My books cannot compare. Stagnant, only moving to a next page, still assuming there's a next page to read through. From the balcony I see you, skewing all attempt at diction, daring something bold and new, baffling each presumed direction, flying with such bold conviction. I make no move, yet I am finding something tight within me winding. What written word was ever wrought for dictionaries never taught and hid away? I need them now. Rainbow Dash still doesn't know that I am waiting here and bound in silence. I don't have my lines. I'm gift-wrapped by tongue-tying bind, an awkward gift, I'm sure. Fruiting, bursting, overripe, flower, petal, stamen, stipe. Hey, she says, her voice is felt. Hey, I say, and I could melt. The beating heart within my chest, wildly drumming, does its best to shout in Morse against my ribs, Rainbow Dash! Twilight calls dibs. Panic rising, panic mounting, turn these thoughts away from mounting. I still think of Rainbow mounting me against the wall. Okay, Twi, see you later. Turning tail, Dash flies away, my speaking mind in silence stays. I stammer over simple words, it's too late now, she hasn't heard. I throw myself upon the bed, with blankets smothering my head. It isn't like that, Rainbow Dash. The blankets do not say a word. The pillow cocks an eye, the bed is thinking me absurd. I guess they spot the lie. But if I could be so brave as that, I make my plights to an equation, and pin that up onto the wall, deduce or sooth the answers here in chalk lines buried, now made clear. Then I usurp Lovesong invasion, and get myself pinned to her wall. But there is no arithmetic, or treatise written quite so thick enough to fit 8 corners on, so that a rising sun at dawn with us beneath the covers drawn is a cubic rainbow puzzle. May she touch each chesty fuzzle. That would I could decipher yet, so errantly Dash cast this net. If only we could teat-a-teat and analyzed this feeling brought to bear, emotions fought and beat, and managing this feat still sought, say this is blue, and this is not. Then set each color in its own, and whisper in a softer tone, here is red, and here is yellow, both bold enough to mark her sides. And each I'd touch and hear hello. Alone the swirling dream confides that what I want so plainly hides, that in the capture of my eyes, so near and yet so far apart, from where to be and where to start, this murmur of my lips and heart makes this a game where I must bluff, and blind must feign how to be tough. Bearing this is hard enough. My mind is made, my course is set, This puzzle hasn't beat me yet, though Canterlot did have a maze that put us all between the walls, and facing them alone, the worst of ways, for turning sunshine into squalls. In the end, Rainbow we found, caught in her mind, and so we bound her wings, trapping her to set her free. I touched my horn unto her brow, just as a lock is kissed by a key. And what I did, I don't know how, but felt, instead, my way around, my thoughts and hers, and memories, connecting her, connecting me, and then it came, sweet victory. So now I dare to hope again, though my good calm is torn and fraught, but thought that on compulsions bid, but I am my own gavel now, and bids like those I disallow. Instead, this hammer's coming down. I choose what I will be and do. I'll make a plan and follow through. Indecision turns to action. I now see that there is traction, and even burned if that may be, better spurned than burning still. And even with the sun gone down, starlight illuminates this town. There's no more pinning to the wall, and no more pining of the fall. What is will be. I will be free. My rainbow dash be made to see tectonics of the heart, and still baser needs a world apart are driving to the surface now. Can't keep it in, I don't know how. Nor would I do, I think, inflict that on myself. Still can't predict what she might take away from this. In Rainbow's grasp is all my bliss. Nor equally is it amiss to say that I might miss and turn and fall, pinned to the wall to stay, as if the skies would turn away and spurn these wings of mine that don't deserve to walk on clouds with her. And yet these darker musings won't stop me now from facing fate. My racing thoughts soar past first gate. This is the mansion made of cloud. Here I can fold my wings and stand. I've come this far, I won't be cowed. Made up my mind, for this I planned. And planned to follow through. I have a checklist on just what to do. And every step I follow through, another step it leads me to, until no steps are left to take. Her door is keeping me awake. And dreaming on the other side is Rainbow Dash, and I could hide in bed with her and snuggle close, and spooned, that is my dose, to set these racing thoughts to rest, and it would be the very best of dreams to lay awake with her and sate whatever feelings stir, that end to end 1,000 words could on a single kiss be sent, and every single kiss declare the full extent of my intent. The door, my hoof, I raise to knock, a final moment taking stock as dreamy starlight trickles down. There's resolution in my frown. Let no more seconds now be spent in feeling all too hesitant. My chest is tight with breath I've drawn, but like the coming of the dawn, I'm helpless to further delay, and by the time I must exhale, I've come too far, I won't turn tail. This moment in the weaves of life, a peaceful night, my inner strife. It opens here, this door, for me, and Rainbow Dash, she looks at me, and blinking, sees what I must be, a castaway long lost at sea, with flotsam of civility, but soaking still and soaking am, if only sweat, heaving these words, like anchors up from secret deeps, with treasures lost by distant fleets. But all the gold is all for naught, because I know this can't be bought. My only chest, my only one is spilling out before me now, and even as I'm using up my chance, I cannot stay my voice. It babbles on, says all I can, and sends my butterflies all free. Between the stars I nearly see them nevermore for walls or pins. This is confession of my sins, though loving Dash, I think could not, nor ever be considered such. I think I love you very much.